How you doing, friends? Been welding on my buddy Dwayne's dump truck there. Remember last week we did some. I thought I was going to finish it today. It was one of them bad things happen. Run out of friggin' gas for the Meg. He ran up, got me another tank. I come home, grabbed some lunch, went back down there, started grinding and welding. You know, them old trucks, them old dump trucks, you find this piece and that piece, and we rebuilt the whole rear end of that box, the whole apron, and one thing and another. It's turning out really quite nice. He's happy with it. We had that truck it's a '90 Chevy, had a snowplow on the front of it. So when they took the plow off, of course underneath it, they got them frame ears that hold the bumper. Were pretty trash. So the one side I'm rebuilding it. But here I am a grinding and a cutting and one thing and another. I'm burning my beard all up. Jeez, I'm underneath upside down welding. I'm burning, and I'm smelling all this hair burning. And all of a sudden Dwayne goes, "Harvey, what's that up under the middle of that truck?" I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "I see a puddle." Oh, so I stopped. Man, I threw my stinger. I said, "Oh, no, shut the welder off. I said, put your cigar out. That's gas." Would you believe that gas line? And we've had it on his left and up and down a bunch of times. And just right out of the blue, gas line decided to start puking gas. Whole big puddle. 4 foot from me, and here I was welding. I don't think I ain't got a guardian angel as I do. That could have been big. I wouldn't have liked that, would I? Nope, sure wouldn't have. So he's going to try to repair that this afternoon. It's late enough in the afternoon. There's no way to finish his truck. I'm going to do it first thing in the morning. We got saws to run. I need about 2 hours with a Lutz Blue Thunder there. And we'll have that ready to bar up. And we'll show that on video along with this awful nice Roberts 61 white top. I'm really excited about running that. Probably run Old Dave a bit too. If it doesn't rain, we're going to be able to cut this weekend. If it rains, we're done. Just the way it is. But I looked up back. I found a couple trees up back here that needs to go. We had a spruce. It's not big. It's like 14 inch. But they're tall. It died. Well, the whole top half of that blew out right into horse pasture. So I got to cut that tree and stuff. So there's that. And I got an old gnarly old cherry up there that I kind of dread cutting, if you know the truth. That's not the safest tree to cut. But we'll do it. Just so we can run some saws. Spring cleaning is here. How do you think of Buckin's new truck? That man knows what he's got, don't he? Mm-hmm. Loves his truck. Well, I love his truck. I'd have bought that. I don't care. I'd have bought that old truck. He's pretty wound up on today's video. This big bay over here, boy, I tell you what, I'd about give everything in this bay away. Bulk up for a few things I couldn't. Somebody'd help me clean that. How does it happen that you put this on top of that, next thing you know, you got yourself a frickin', you just can't get in, and everything moves to the back. You move it to the back. Just get in, fix what you got to do. Next thing you know, the vehicle don't fit all the way in, then pretty soon you can only get to the door. That's the way it is. And you know what the problem is? It is useful stuff. I'm getting rid of a lot of stuff. There's things you're going to see in that bay when I get it all clean that you just wouldn't believe there. But I got some bikes over there. I got a nice KTM. It's a 95 KTM, that one we was talking about. Yeah, that's right over there. I did make some headway early this morning, real early. I made some headway. I can almost walk from one end of the bay to the other, but not quite. You got little paths, But a lot of this happened over the winter. We've been working on the interior of the house and one thing and the other. It's just the way it is. That's life. You don't have a place to put something, you put it out in the shop. Nobody's out there. Just put it in the shop. Put it in the shop. Just put it in the shop. No more. Uh, I'm getting that mess cleaned up in that bay, and I am not allowing it. I got the nicest weld bench you ever seen. It must weigh, I'm going to say, 6,000 pounds. Got a big old heavy top on it. It's an industrial weld bench. I'm gonna show you my KTM, and just ignore the mess. You guys' garage don't look any better. Don't tell me they don't. But it there's my KTM. It's a nice bike. Marzocchi forks. Is that how you pronounce that? Yep. Brembo brakes. Boy, it's dirty. But here's the deal. That's a good bike to ride. In behind all this, we got a little CR 125. I think this is an 81, 82 maybe. That's one we rebuilt. Oh, goodness sakes, that light is terrible, ain't it? Big block Chevy. Yeah, that's the one we've been talking about. Okay, enough of the mess. I picked that up for $5. You believe that? Yeah, and there it is. I've used it once. You wouldn't believe what I used it for, and I'm not telling you either. But there is motors. It's like, oh my God, look at all them big block Chevy heads right there. Toyota saw blade. I made an experimental bandsaw with that. Had that made out west. That blade really is something else. I started building a bandsaw and I never finished it. And that's the blade for it. We sent that to New Jersey, and on their test equipment, it maxed it out. So we got something when we ever get to building one of them. This old CR, you know what we're going to do? These are the silencers. We're going to run a dual silencers. We decided that what we was going to do, I said something to Cullen about it. One of the bike magazines took a newer CR 450F, and they put one of them crazy Honda CR 500 motors on it, two-stroke. You know, they had built a bike around that, and they run dual silencers, but that was on a new bike. And Colin was like, well, gee, Dad, you know, whatever you want to do, we're going to do that to this. What happened was, I said, well, you know, why don't we run dual silencers on yours? We can go right off the end of your header there, and well, the pipe, not the header. I got something else in my mind at the same time, so I'm misspeaking. We can go right off the end of that pipe, cut that back, put a sleeve joint on that, you know, roll rubber sleeve joint, take two of them and score the pipes and run one silencer, one the other. But he found the silencers he likes. It's going to help with the bottom end and mid-range a lot. And that's what we're trying to do, is make it a tractable bike. It really is. So that's kind of cool. I still ain't got to my make. I'm about ready to go fire a bike up. We got a pair of them. I got a 76 and a 77 Suzuki RM 370s. Back in their day, they were quite a bike. And I've got one all done. And the other one isn't far from it. But, yeah, we've got enough bike projects. But, enough of that. Tasman Kenny Fuller subscribed to us yesterday. Tasman was our 10,000th sub. I know it. Glad you're here. Glad you showed up. I had to get a kick out of that when I seen that, and I seen his thumbnail. Got a Pioneer P51 for a thumbnail. Good job, Tasman. Glad you're here. I'm glad all of you are here. I really am. This is going to be a grand year. It really is. We started doing this really in June, so we're not at a year. And with the help with other channels like Buck and Billy, he's the one. He's the main driving force to help. He's helping us, and I'm grateful for it. I really am. you get your ups and downs in life. Let's go through it, man. I'm sharing that with you. I got an old Ford dump truck out front. It's a 78 or something. And it's got a broken frame. Guy gave it to me, just plain gave it to me. And I thought, well, heck, I can just use that around here. I ain't got to license that darn thing. And I don't care for the motor too much in it because them 351Ms, 400Ms, whatever the heck it is, weren't that great. I'm not going to get too wrapped up in it, but we'll be doing a little. It's a two-wheel drive. I can't use a two-wheel drive for nothing. It's got to be stone dry to be able to use it. But it's useful for me. It really is. We have a lot of dreams and hopes and plans and things we want to do, and they come one at a time, just like you guys. You get these projects. It's like when I open the door to that shop out over there. That is such a nice bay to work in. It really is. We got another one on the other side, too. That's where our music room is. And that's bigger yet. And I just plain and simple, like, how does this happen to a man? How come every spring it's a month of hard work to get everything back out of the yard that got dragged into it and all the net rat picked up and feeding the horses and that's got to all go to the dump. We have a Thursday thing every twice a month that they take net rat for free and then they get them tire amnesty day things. Well, I got about a dozen tires piled up behind the shop now. Don't buy your own tire machine. That's what happens. They're probably not a dang one of mine. When you got a tire machine, you got friends. Yeah, you guys know. But we help each other out around here. So it's all good. Works. It just plain works. It's been a nice day today. It's 46 degrees or something right now, and the sun's shining. It's really neat because the cold comes off the hills. There's still quite a bit of snow out in the woods, and that cold comes down off, and the valley floor heats right up pretty darn good, and then you get this cold current that hits your face. Oh my goodness sakes. I would not trade where I live for nobody. Wherever you live, I got it better. I think it's because we get used to where we live, don't we? That's what it is. We get used to where we live. And we get used to the people. Nothing, said this yesterday, nothing has changed here in 70 years. It's the same houses, same people, they're just older, with their grandsons. We've had an awful lot of older people growing up around here. There was a big influence in our lives. And they told stories. They told it, matter of fact, the way it was for them back then. And we're going to drag a few of them out at one point. Yes, we are. Just not today. I don't want a long video today. I'm late making a video. But I want you to know what we're doing, what we're up to. We got a few more saws left here to build for people. Kyle Davidson, I didn't even open your box, buddy. He's been good, man. Kyle, I like Kyle. He's always in the comments. He's upbeat. You guys you're salt of the earth. You're wonderful. I don't think we'll get bucking on a dirt bike. Maybe. I'm not going to ask him if he wants to. We got plenty of them he can jump on. Half of the bikes we got, if you're not an avid rider, you shouldn't be on them. Like these 500s are, if you're not, I don't care how good you are with how big a street bike, if you're not used to these, they'll walk right out from under you. And we do have bikes for people to come and visit that want to ride, that are safe, like that little 125, that's a safe bike. I built that last year, a year before last, I think we started. And I got it going yet last year. We're right down to just an ignition wire on it now is all. And I think we got to jet it still. And it needs tires on it. I wouldn't. One that's really for a guest bike is that KTM is a good guest bike. Because when I did the motor in that, I toned that down quite a little bit. It's got really good brakes, suspension, and I didn't want that to hit so hard that if you didn't know what a hit was, it'll jump. They just jump right off from under you. So we got all that going for us. I'm going to get you on one of them bikes, Daryl. You know that, buddy. Eric. Yeah. We're getting you on one, too. Yes, sir. Eric Nelson from Mass. Blogger. He works alone. Gets a load every day. Good for you, Eric. Glad to see guys like you. Mike Yo-Yo. We ain't heard from you in a while. What's going on, buddy? You getting over your winter blues? Bill Block. How you doing, Bill? Always a pleasure to talk to you. You know what Bill does every morning? He sends me a couple cups of coffee, you know, the little pictures. Some of them got smiley faces on them. I think some of these mornings, I need one with a guy going, oh, waking up, you know, oh, jeez. You know, get that cup of coffee. And I enjoy talking to all you guys. I really do. We're gonna be doing some logging. I keep saying it. You know what's wrong? I keep talking about it because I want it so bad, and we just ain't doing it. We can't do it yet. It's just not that time of year. You can't get out there. And it's just a mess. It's just, we've done it in the past, but when we was younger, but it ain't that way anymore. This is not the way it's supposed to be done. But you know what's going on? I'm getting where I'll wake up about midnight, and I can't get back to sleep. I know what it is. Spring's coming. It's coming. And I got all this stuff I can't wait to do. You would think, at my age, I'll be 60 here next January. You'd think that I'd just be wore right out and like, oh, I don't want to do. No, I want it just as bad as I ever did. I can't wait to get started doing other things. You know what's cool? We got 4 absolute seasons here. I live down south. It ain't the same. It's just like hot or not quite as hot. That's what it was for me, at least in Georgia, you know. And I met a lot of good folks down south. Wonderful, wonderful people. It really is. Just great. Around here, we have wonderful people here, too. You got your 10% you leery from, but that's the way it is. I don't know what to say. So, the reason I ain't sleeping the last couple nights, and it happened last week for about 3 days, same thing, is I keep telling you guys, oh, I can't wait to do this. I want to ride these bikes. I want to cut something. I want to be outside. The weight thing's doing good. Not fast. It's not fast. Once I get a saw in my hands, that melts right off. You watch. It'll melt right off. You got to expend that freaking energy. You got to do it. Okay, this is it for this video. I'm going to see you guys tomorrow. We'll be doing something. Thanks for showing up. Goodbye.